Alright, let's begin our guided meditation. Sit down comfortably and close your eyes. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, relax. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, relax even more. And take another deep breath, and this time as you exhale, relax completely. Let your whole body relax. In this session, we are going to dismantle different identification that the mind has. The mind is filled with identifications, with ideas about who you are. We are going to check different identifications, different ideas that you think you are, and to check and verify if they are true. We are going to use a tool. This tool is the adage. Whatever you can observe, you cannot be it. Remember that in order to observe anything, you have to be separate from it. You can only observe something if you are separate from it, if you are at a distance from it. Just like the eye cannot observe itself, cannot see itself, but can only see something which is separate from it, at a distance from it. So let's start with the body. In your present direct experience, what is the body? As you are sitting down in this session, just observe your present direct experience. Observe what is your present idea of body made up of. What do you think is the body? If you observe closely, you will find that you have an image of your body. So let's examine this image. Observe that you have an image of you sitting down. So observe, is the image of your legs you? Notice that you can observe the image of your lower body, of your legs. If you can observe this image, you're not it. You cannot be it. So you're not your legs. You're not your lower body. Now let's examine the image of the upper body. Observe the image that you have of your hands, of your chest, of your stomach, of your lower back, your upper back, your shoulders. As you notice this image, be aware that you are observing this image. If you can observe this image, it's not who you are. It's at a distance from who you truly are. So you're not your upper body. You're not an image of your upper body. Let's examine your head and your face. Notice that all you have of your head and your face in your present direct experience is an image. Given that you can observe this image, you cannot be it. So you're not your head, you're not your face. Now observe your whole body as one unit and notice that all you have of your whole body is just an image. You can observe this image and thus you cannot be it. We can conclude that we are not an image of the body. We can observe this image that we have of our bodies. That's why we are not this body. Now let's move on to another experience that we associate with being our bodies, which is sensations. Sensations are the feelings that we have in our bodies. Notice that you can observe sensations. That's why you cannot be a sensation. Notice the sensations in your lower body, in your present direct experience. Notice the sensations of your body touching the surface that you are sitting on. Notice the sensations caused by the immediate environment that you are currently present in. These sensations could be those of coldness or hotness or wetness or pressure or contraction or expansion of a stretch. Whatever these sensations are, just observe and notice that because you can observe these sensations, You're not these sensations. Move on to the sensations that are happening in your upper body, in your hands, in your chest, in your stomach. The sensations that you're experiencing in your lower back and in your upper back. You can observe these sensations. If you can observe something, you cannot be it. You're not the sensations in your upper body. You're not the sensations that you have in your lower body. Observe the sensations that you have in your face, in your head. You are experiencing these sensations, you are witnessing them, you are perceiving them. If you can experience something, perceive something, or witness something, you cannot be it. So you're not the sensations in your face, in your head. You're not any sensation. Notice that any sensation, any feeling that you have in your body, you can observe it. If you can observe it, you cannot be it. So you are not any sensation that you can observe. You're not any sensation. Now get in touch with any sense of location that you have. Any sense of location, any sense that you are located somewhere in the space. Notice that this sense of being located, what is it made up of? Observe that it's only a thought. It could be an image or a sensation. But you can observe this experience of being located somewhere in the space. If you can observe this, you cannot be it. It's not the truth of who you truly are. Any sense of location that you can experience right now is just an experience. It's something you can observe. You could have this sense of being located in your head, behind your eyes, or maybe in your heart. But notice, it's just an image, it's just a sensation, it's just an experience. And you can observe this experience. And that's why you're not this experience. You're not the sense of being located somewhere in the space. Now bring to mind any thought, any idea that you have about who you are. Just bring to mind any thought about who you are. Let's look at each thought one by one. As you observe this thought, notice that you can observe it. You are experiencing it. You are observing it. If you can observe it, you cannot be it. This thought about who you are is not who you are. You're not this thought. You're not any thought. Any thought that you have about who you are, you can observe it. If you can observe it, you cannot be it. So you cannot be any thought about who you are. Any thought that you have about who you are, it's not you. Now notice that any thought that you have is made up of either an image or a sound or a sensation or a combination of these. Notice that a thought cannot be anything other than an image, a sound, a sensation, or a combination of these three sense perceptions. But no matter what image or sound or sensation or a combination of these you have, you can observe it. Let's look at images for now. Bring up any memory about who you think you are. It can be any memory from your past, from your recent past, or a memory which is quite old, maybe many years old. Notice that this memory is made up of images. You can observe these images. If you can observe these images, you cannot be them. So any memory that you have about who you are, it's not you. It's not who you truly are. Now let's look at your self-image. You may have an image of being a male or a female, or you may have an image of being who you are professionally, that you are a doctor or an engineer or a lawyer or a graphic designer or a rich businessman. Whatever this image you have, notice that it's just an image. The sense of being a male or a female, just notice that it's just an image. And because it's an image, it's something you can observe. You can observe it. That's why you cannot be it. You're not an image of being a male or a female. You're not an image of who you are professionally. Notice any image that you have of who you are in terms of the role you play in your daily life. Maybe you think you are a husband or a wife or a son or a daughter or a father or a mother, a brother or a sister, or a friend, a colleague, a superior or a subordinate. Notice that all these are images. You can observe these images, and that's why you're not any of them. Bring to mind any image that you have about who you are. This image could be from your past or your present or who you desire to be in the future. Notice that it's an image, and that's why it's not who you are. You can observe this image, and that's why you cannot be it. Let's move on to sounds. Conjure up in your mind any sound that represents who you are. Maybe you're thinking of your inner voice, which keeps on talking all the time. Maybe you think that you are this inner voice, that you are this sound. But notice, you can observe this sound. You can observe this inner voice. And you can only observe this inner voice because who you truly are is at a distance from this inner voice, is separate from it. You can observe this inner voice, and that's why you cannot be it. Bring to mind any sound that tells you who you are. Maybe you hear your name. Maybe you hear the sound, I am this or I am that. Notice that you can hear this, you can experience this, you can observe this sound. If you can observe this sound, you cannot be it. You cannot be any sound, because any sound is just an experience that you can observe. Notice that you cannot be any image, any sound, any sensation, or any taste or any smell. Because all these sense perceptions are just experiences that you can observe. No matter what image it is, you can observe it. No matter what sound it is, you can observe it. You can observe sensations, tastes, and smells. No matter what these sensations, tastes, or smells are, you can observe them. And if you can observe them, you cannot be them. Bring to mind any idea that you have of being a human being living on planet Earth. Notice that it's just an experience made up of images, sounds, and sensations. You can observe this experience. You can observe this experience, and that's why you're not this experience which is made up of sounds, sensations, and images. Notice any spiritual idea you have about who you are. Maybe you think, I am consciousness, I am pure awareness, or that I am love, or I am spirit, I am a soul, or I am infinite, I am infinity, I am God. Notice that all these ideas are made up of thoughts, are made up of images, sounds, and sensations. Even the ideas that I am consciousness, I am pure awareness, are just ideas which are made up of either images, sounds, or sensations, or a combination of them. You're not any idea, any thought about who you are. You're not a thought, you're not an idea. You're not any sense perceptions. You're not any experience. You're not an image. You're not a sound. You're not a sensation. You're not a taste. You're not a smell. You're not any thought. about who you are. You're not any perception, anything that you can think you are, or perceive you are, or conceive of as you are. You're not it. It's just something that you can observe. It's just an experience that you can observe. If you can observe it, you cannot be it. You're not the body, as all you have of being a body in your present direct experience is made up of images, sounds, sensations, tastes, and smells, or a combination of these. It's just an experience that you can observe. And that's why you cannot be it. You are that to which all these experiences, these perceptions, these thoughts, these ideas appear. You're that to which these appear. You're that which is observing these ideas, these thoughts, these experiences. That which is observing all this, experiencing all this, cannot be an object of perception, cannot be an object of observation. For a few moments, let go of wanting to figure out what that is. Just for a few moments, be quiet and let go of wanting to figure out what that is. Let go of wanting to know anything for now. Let go of wanting to know the answers. And just observe. Just observe and be aware of being aware. Let go of disapproving of yourself. Let go of beating yourself up for not having figured out, for not having an answer, for not knowing. And just be. Be quiet. Be aware of being aware. And rest as this awareness. Now let's end this session and come back to the present experience. When you're comfortable, open your eyes slowly with a gentle smile on your face. Be alert, be attentive, be very present. Have a wonderful time. I wish you a profound life.